are in October, and it's time to see everything that awaits us lovers of turn-based games in the month of Halloween. After digesting perhaps Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield, you might need something new to play, and you couldn't have come at a better time because this month is probably one of the busiest months since the advent of turn-based lovers. We've collected RPGs, strategy games, and roguelikes with turn-based mechanics to get on PC, Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation in October 2023. October is the best month for games with creepy, scary vibes, so it's natural that it starts off with Quasimorph. This early access title is a grid-based exploration roguelike that pits you against mutants and demons on top-secret space stations. If Doom was a top-down RPG, it might look like Quasimorph. You can try the free demo or jump right into early access and get your Halloween celebrations off to a bloody start.
You are the boss of a space private military company. Travel across the solar system, seek contracts, and build up your reputation to receive the most intriguing contracts from your clients. Clone one of the unique iconic warriors from the past.
While visual novels about wizard skills are nothing new, Stardander adds RPG-style battles into the mix. Not only will you find yourself managing relationships and working to pass your classes, but you'll also have to save the world while you're at it. If you're looking for a relaxed, story-rich game with more gameplay crunch than usual, Stardander looks like a great way to chill out as the leaves turn.
World-class professors are eager to impart their knowledge and unique magical skills. Explore a school bursting with secrets. Experience the quirks of an eventful education. And make friends for a lifetime. We await your Raven by October 2nd.
Let's mix things up a little, shall we?
There's nothing quite like a good XCOM-style tactical battles, and the Lamplighters League takes the genre into the 1930s pulp adventure. From everything we've seen so far, it's a natural fit. There's even a real-time stealth phase that gives you a chance to set up your team for an ambush, provided that you can do so without being noticed. The Lamplighters League is developed by Harebrained Schemes, the same team behind the excellent Shadowrun RPGs and Battletech. It should be a high point for fans of turn-based games this fall.
You've heard of me? And this is my story.
The 7th main entry in the long-running cult favorite series Disgaea is here this month, promising all the weirdness that fans have come to expect. Disgaea 7 Vows of the Virtualist promises even more ways to enhance your party and create unbelievable power combos in a new demonic world inspired by feudal Japan. Like any Disgaea title, you'll never quite know what to expect. There truly is no series like Disgaea, so if you need something strange and wonderful in your life, then Vows of the Virtualist is sure to deliver.
Going to crush demo door opener! Oh, and save Hinomoto too, I guess.
We all love a good solo project around here, and Dot Age is the newest example of the ultimate indie game. In this survival roguelike city builder, you'll build an idyllic medieval village as the world collapses around you. Fires, earthquakes, and diseases are just some of the apocalyptic trials your villagers will face, set to modern arrangements of authentic medieval music. And best of all, Dot Age, like Turn-Based Lovers, is made in Italy. Originally released in 2021, Heads Will Roll blends hardcore permadeath RPG battles with visual novel-style choices. Intrigue, bloodshed, and romance abound in Reforged, which gives the game a full makeover. Heads Will Roll puts players in the armored boots of a common soldier in the 100 Years' War, thrust into the chance to become a powerful and famous knight. Will you see your name written in chronicles or die anonymously on the battlefields of France?
Welcome, comrades, to my coastal paradise, the Saffron Isles.
Chucklefish's Wargroove was a delightful fantasy take on Advance Wars' gameplay, and we're delighted to see that Wargroove 2 is arriving in October.
There are rumors of strangers attacking in the dead of night.
This time, you'll be taken to the seas to battle pirates and search for hidden treasure. As you might expect, seaborne units will be an important part of your strategy this time around. Whether you played the first game or this is your first foray into Wargroove, this is a title that SRPG fans will surely want to try.
Might need some help carrying all this loot. Are you ready to join the fight? Raise anchor and take your armies to battle for some turn-based tactical combat.
This time, the Gauls are fighting Caesar in a turn-based deck builder. If you're a fan of Asterix and Obelix, you're sure to see your favorite characters in Heroes' extensive roster. Naturally, Asterix and Obelix Heroes has a slightly silly cartoonish style, but the gameplay offers plenty of strategy. Build your team to create a deck that fits each encounter, and you'll prove once again that the Romans are crazy. If you couldn't get enough classic mecha combat with last fall's Front Mission Remake, there's more on the way. Front Mission 2 Remake takes place 12 years after the previous conflict and follows 3 separate stories to give different perspectives on the global crisis. If you play the original version of Front Mission 2, the remake offers an enhanced soundtrack and more customization options for your Wanzers. Switch owners already know how delightful life can be in the land of Oob, and now this cozy life sim with turn-based dance battles is coming to Steam. Stylish, spunky, and silly, Ooblets is a lovely getaway from reality. You'll get to know the townsfolk to do some light farming, and of course befriend the Ooblets, tiny creatures that love to help almost as much as they love dance-offs. Pour yourself some Pumpadut juice and enjoy. If you fondly remember first-person party-based RPGs like the classic Might and Magic games, then Chronicles of Veltasia is sure to give you a sense of nostalgia. There are secrets around every corner in this game's handcrafted world, and that's just in early access. Who's to say how much more there will be in the final version? Exploration is truly the name of the game in Veltasia. It has no tutorials or cutscenes, so everything is up to you from the moment you start the game. After 5 years in early access, Long Gone Days is getting its official release. It takes the traditional JRPG formula out of its usual fantasy habitat and puts players in command of a near-future squad of soldiers trying to survive a world war. If Long Gone Days' early access period was any indication, we're in for some heart-wrenching and hopeful war stories with the full version. Give it a try if you're looking for something different in a familiar package.
Junk space. The remnants of an industrial space mining operation.
This isometric RPG will bring you back to the days of classic Fallout as you explore a decaying space station in a post-apocalyptic future.
With no chance to return.
Space Wreck is intentionally short but packs in huge amounts of replay value as you find new and unexpected options and plotlines. If you played the game in early access, now is the time to come back as the full version launches in October. Give the demo a try and see just how much freedom players have on board the Space Wreck.
Defunct equipment. Jump from one derelict station or wreck to another, looking to scavenge the fuel chip you desperately need. But you are not alone. Hanging on dilapidated, deteriorating space hulks, there are tiny societies, each like a ship in a bottle. The trip will be short, but where will you go?
Total War is always a good time for strategy fans, and the newest entry in the series is taking players all the way back to ancient Egypt. Set at the beginning of the Bronze Age's collapse, Pharaoh lets players defend civilization against the tide of the Sea Peoples, or profit from the destruction and build a new empire from the ashes. Total War Pharaoh has an infantry focus, with the only real exception being mighty chariots that can smash through enemy formations. You can play as the Egyptians, Canaanites, or Hittites, each with unique gods, leaders, and unit types. Mercenary Saga has already garnered a fan base on the Switch, and now the series is coming to PC. If games like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre are your jam, this pixelated TRPG is definitely worth playing. While the main trilogy is available in a single product for Switch, Steam users will need to buy each title separately. Mercenaries Wings, a spin-off title, is also available. By the time you're finished with the Lamplighters League, it will be time to jump straight into the cyberpunk future with Cybernight's Flashpoint. This permadeath tactical RPG lets your squad pull off daring heists, sneaking, hacking, and shooting their way to victory. Choose your team and your allies carefully, as your decisions will impact each character and faction's story. Flashpoint has been in development for a while, so we're excited to see the final product after all this time. Hexarchy is a unique spin on the 4X genre, adding a deck-building element to familiar Civilization-style gameplay. The result is a deep strategy game that really rewards forethought and planning. Unlike many 4X games, which can take several hours to complete a campaign, Hexarchy pushes you through all the ages of humanity in a tight 60 minutes. This leads to each decision being more consequential unless you pack a game into your busy schedule. It's also perfect for multiplayer. The long journey to 1.0 is finally over for ambitious solo project World of Horror. If you've been following the game, you know that this retro-inspired Japanese horror roguelike is something special. If this is the first you've heard of it, you're in for a treat. Solve creepy mysteries as otherworldly forces descend on your seaside town. If you survive enough encounters with the weird and terrifying, you may even be able to stop cosmic evil from consuming the world, at least until your next run. The Switch version is perfect for this portable horror. Another game that's finally set to depart from early access is the Galactic Civilizations 4. Take command of an entire civilization and conquer the stars in the newest entry of this award-winning Space 4X strategy series. Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova Edition will be releasing on the 19th of October this year, which will coincide with Stardock's 30-year anniversary. If you can't wait to get your hands on the game, then you don't really have to wait, as the game is available in early access on Steam and Epic. Tactical RPGs seem perfect for multiplayer, but most are strictly single-player experiences. Would Never Give Up are deep storylines of betrayal and battlefield redemption, but wouldn't it be great to know who is truly the best isometric tactician around? Tactic Legends is a chance to answer that question. This PvP-focused free-to-play tactical battler lets players pit their team against opponents from around the world and climb the leaderboards.
Should have been granted to humans once they were recognized as equals.
The League has its flaws.
Occasionally, here at Turnbasedlovers, we come across a game that isn't technically turn-based, but is close enough and so appealing that we decide to cover it anyway. Dark Envoy is one such game. This real-time with pause RPG offers both single-player and online co-op, letting you and a friend battle your way through the game's fantasy world. Making use of cover and outsmarting the enemy AI are both core parts of the gameplay, but the standout mechanic is hand-drawing glyphs with your mouse to cast spells. It's not a new idea, but it's a fun one that we always enjoy seeing.
Is it alive?
I've never seen a creature like this.
This cute and cozy RPG takes place in a world inhabited by pastries. As a heroic cupcake, you can befriend or battle your foes. Battle Cakes has a lot of choice in spite of its simple appearance, giving players of all ages the ability to create the sweet story that they want. If you were charmed by ooblets, Battle Cakes may be right up your alley.
Since I can remember.
It takes a lot for a mobile gacha game to stand out from the pack, but Reverse 1999 looks like it could have the panache to pull it off. Casting players in the role of the Timekeeper, it presents a world where time has been reversed, creating alternate histories that need writing.
Baldur. Never heard of them.
If you're looking for a new mobile game to while away the hours, Reverse 1999 seems to have lots of potential. They're running a pre-registration campaign, so the more players that sign up, the more rewards everybody gets at lunch. That's it for this video, but be sure to let us know which games you're looking forward to the most down in the comments, and be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.